Okay, lucky you get a rare glimpse, thorough look over an inventory of sort of a rare piece of kit. I got this a while ago from a electronic surplus warehouse type place, and they didn't know what they had, and got it for pennies on the dollar, that's for sure. Anyway, had some missing components, and as of yet, it's still untested. But one of these days, when I have a decent amount of time and patience, we'll go through the whole thing. But it comes in a obviously a duffel type deal. The nomenclature, you can barely see it. It's like it's sun faded or old. It's the OP 177/U uniform power supply assembly. That's your NSN right there. I have trouble seeing that, but anyway, these were Gulf War era, the first Gulf War, obviously. There's another. This is a bag. That's a bag nomenclature. So these are the Persian Gulf War era power supply kits, and word is that they were given to special forces units. Average Joe definitely didn't get a hold of these. But, this is a manual. It didn't come with a manual. I had to make up a manual. I had this printed out. I went to Google and researched how to get a hold of a manual, and luckily someone put a manual on Scribd. I got a hold of that, and then I added some other things too for my reference. And yeah, it's your basic field manual. I recommend you get a hold of one of these manuals. If you get a hold of these kits, they appear on eBay once in a while. But it's a science, you know. You've got to know what you're doing. I actually did sit down and read a lot of this once. I've forgotten quite a bit of the material, but what I do want to do is find the picture. Where is it? Because I can describe something to you, or I could show you. And if I can find a picture, basically, it uses solar panels in one function to charge batteries. There's different batteries you can use with this. I think the main reason why this got surplus, this series, was the batteries upgraded from lead acid to nickel cadmium, and then the lithium and other ones. And so you might have a fancy dancy charger, and this is the crank unit, hand crank unit. Talks about unfolding it and stuff, deploying it, right? So anyway, you might have a fancy dancy charger, but if it's for batteries that are no longer issued, then obviously the whole thing is obsolete. So that's possibly why they got surplused. That, or they were too technical for people to use, which is the case. I mean, a lot of this stuff is so technical that, you know, your basic grunt and stuff isn't gonna stick around and try to learn. You don't got time anyway. So this is how it would plug into a battery, and like that. So anyway, you're not here for. If you want this manual, you can get off Scribd, I think, still. Just look for the nomenclature. I added a few things. Like there was a research report and stuff that I added to it. They were doing field tests and things. Anyway, that's on and beyond the deal. Well, actually, it does give a hint where the military is going. They're comparing, obviously, the hand crank generator with their new handheld generator. That's, I think maybe, I don't know if this system actually made it anywhere, but it's got some good technical info. So anyway, open this up. And I can do this video for 10 minutes, so there's a problem with this. Maybe someone knows better. There's a reactant of some kind. The rubber is obviously it's shedding itself. If you handle it, you get this black on you. It's like it reacted to something, or I don't know. Maybe it's decaying. Maybe that's another reason it got surplus. But this is basically the power box where everything gets routed into, and then from here goes the battery system. You choose your voltages, your time for charging, etc. But it's got this really weird shedding deal, like it had a chemical on it or something, and the rubber's like melting. I don't know. I keep it in the bag. I hope it's not like a reaction to something like. Another reason these kits are kind of hazmat or something is because they've got mercury in some of the switches. So hopefully it's not like a hazmat leak or something. Maybe. Hopefully. So anyway, the kit. This is the bag came with. The kit is actually missing. Here's the NSN. There's some more AC to DC power controller kit. So I think that was in there. So maybe we should go back. But anyway, this kit here is missing the power plugs, or you go to different countries and use their equipment. So what I did is happenstance over at Goodwill Industries, I found a equivalent, right? And basically it'll adapt your different plugs to what you need. So that was kind of a good catch. This is the supposedly these were sold to the government for about $6,000 or so a piece. This is a hand crank deal, and it's sort of a biatch to get back into that case, but I'll pull it out just for YouTube. This is probably the only record a lot of people will ever get to see this. So anyway, that's the unit itself. It unfolds cleverly and this and that, and you can use it to generate power. It's a little meter right there. There's two versions. There was a demo or demonstration model, and then the actual model. Demonstration model is a little more flaky. This one's not. This is actually the really quiet, really high quality engineered one. Couple terminals, whatnot. Consult the manual if you want more. The other part of this kit, there's two of these. These are the solar panels. Only got a minute and a half left, sorry. So this is what we're talking about. This is the early model solar panels. They're all stiff. They're completely stiff, right? There's 4 of these. These are probably pretty fragile and stiff. New military solar panels for soldiers and whatnot are flexible, where they can be bend and withstand things. So that'll let you know. Here's some more nomenclature for you. There you go. See, they're made out of it feels like aluminum. And the last thing I'll show you here is some of these connector plugs. It's gold plated. Some high quality stuff here. Only for the elite troops apparently. And what else? Here's one of those power connectors. And you can see on top where the voltage is going. And this is a battery deal for like almost looks like a 9-volt battery or something. But anyway, that's it in a nutshell. That's the kit. So now you know. Hand crank or solar power. And that's how you get batteries for your radios or computers behind the lines back in the Gulf War.